I'll jump into it, dude.
All right, I'm gonna copy paste you the intro. Wait, first I want to get you react to something.
Sure.
Let me Discord you. I'm gonna Discord you an image, and I just want your raw thoughts.
Tyler Ninja Blevins showcasing his skill as a football kicker. What is this, like an AI generated?
I've been messing with this shit for an hour.
This is awful, dude. None of this looks like me at all.
That's terrifying.
And I have blue hair and everything. I don't even have blue hair right now, dude. I don't even want to know what I look like without it. Oh my God.
Dude, you are way more handsome than this.
Yeah, that's offensive, dude.
This is an acid trip, dude.
That's
oh
literally offensive, dude. I don't even know.
Wait, why doesn't he have teeth? I'm so confused. Where is his teeth?
Yeah, I look like a vampire in the bottom right one. Do you see that? Jesus Christ.
This is gonna be a promo now for the episode.
Oh my God, dude. All right. Welcome back, good people, to another action-packed solo episode of AFK with Ninja. I'm your host, Nimia, and we've got an exciting one ahead of you guys today. We're kicking off unveiling some of the weirdest things that went down in the world this week. Then, we'll delve into the meat and potatoes of the episode, why stream embedding abuse is killing Twitch, and what the CEO is doing to stop it. Stick around for answers. Good ones, I promise. Let's dive right in. Let's jump into our digital discourse segment, where I'll catch you up on the week's online buzz from social feeds and share some of my personal internet adventures.
Diving right in, fresh off the Twitter news, Trevor May, who's gonna be I guess this is like a pre-announcement of like he's gonna be a guest soon, but he just announced that he is retiring off MLB.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. So Trevor May, good friend of mine, haven't really hung out in a long time, but I think, we just kind of went out. Everyone kind of went their separate ways a little bit. I think after the crazy Fortnite days, like Action Jackson, right? Paul, Trevor, Dr. Lupo went over to Tarkov, Tim and Cloaksy and those guys went over to Call of Duty. It really was it was a fun ride while it lasted for the first couple of years. But obviously we stayed in touch a little bit every once in a while, reached out to each other, and dude, yeah, we just had him on our podcast. He was one of our guests, and I feel so weird now talking so much about his career and baseball and asking him, what preparation questions and things like that, and him not even teasing or, I mean, dude, I didn't even think for a second that he was retiring. Felt like he was still, doing crazy things and doing his absolute best to keep an edge, right? He was talking to me about like how he keeps his edge and statistics and stuff like that he now has access to. He has this whole stat sheet where he just knows exactly what to focus on, and only to find out that my boy is retiring a couple days later. So, I mean, dude, he's married, man. He's a busy guy. I think he also has a podcast as well. Is May Contain Action?
Yeah, Main Contain Action. I actually did not know they had a podcast together.
Yeah, they have a podcast, dude, and there's some of the funniest people in the world. Like, I think Paul. I don't know where Paul got his humor from, and Trevor too. I think like everyone kind of picks up here and there like little pieces of humor and what's the word I'm looking at? They just you kind of pick up like the nuances of people, right? Like the more I hang out with Tim and Dennis and Cloaksy and all those guys, like I start saying things that they say and implement it into my humor and just my everyday and the way I talk. Those two guys together just are so freaking hilarious, and just the way they banter back and forth. Paul might be one of my favorite people of all time. I absolutely love him. Anyways, give that podcast a listen to if you guys haven't, or just check them out. They're incredible. But yeah, man, Trevor, dude, if you listen to this, and I don't know if you are, but super proud of you, bro. Dude, I mean, enjoy retirement from the competitive side of things, and congratulations on getting your shoulder back for the rest of your life. I hope it isn't too far blown out from pitching, 95 miles an hour for the last 10 years. I'm watching Paul's streams last couple of days, man, and dude, he's just so freaking funny. It's crazy.
Dude, I used to watch Paul like 2014, like back,
Yeah, no, he's been doing it. Yeah, right. I always forget that you were Tim before me, man. That's
crazy.
Crazy. Cool. Imagine, dude, I'm just freaking like, just paying you a shitload and you're just, helping Tim out under the table, still watching him at all times. Just like, cool.
Nah,
You got a Tim the Tatman shrine in your freaking closet, dude, from like Hey Arnold, Helga Pataki style.
Well, I do have like an OG Kevin t-shirt, actually.
Oh, that's so cool. How long has Kevin been a thing for him?
I actually don't know, but I've known Kevin. But it's
Jesus.
like, it's been for a while. I feel like since CSGO, maybe.
Yeah, long time.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like an OG, like a COD fan for Tim.
I've been there. Hey, I was there, bro. People don't know about that, man. I was there.
Really?
Yeah, man. I was watching Tim the Tatman. Like I was averaging like a couple hundred viewers, 500 viewers, and I was there when Tim like surpassed me and started playing. He got a sub button, dude. He was super talented, super entertaining, and he played the guitar, I believe, and would sing songs for people who subscribe. So, dude, believe it or not, Tim actually was one of the most subscribed to people on Justin TV and on Twitch. Like, I think it was Twitch before Justin TV.
I didn't even know he was on Justin TV.
I think he was, but like, regardless, when the sub thing came out and Tim was killing it, like, dude, he was, because he did that. Like, he had like 1,000 subscribers, I think, at one point, and to me, that was, dude. If I could get like a couple hundred, that was magical, right? And Tim's out here busting out like 1,000. I was so jealous. But dude, it was so entertaining. I was just sitting here watching him sing songs, and he's just adding people's names to, the song. It was hilarious. So
that's so funny.
So I actually was a day one, Andre.
Love that. Yeah, no, Tim's the reason I like got a PC, because it was like him playing CS, and I was like, I want to try this game out. And then that got me into the whole PC world.
All downhill from there, bro.
Yeah, never look back. Still play CS.
We're going AFK with Ninja. What's he gonna say?
Hot Ones. We talked about this, but would you go on Hot Ones if they invited you?
Dude,
I know the answer.
I've already been I was asked a while ago, man, when I was peak Ninja, 100K viewers on Twitch, etc. And I totally regret not going. We were super busy. I think we weren't. I don't know why we said no. I think it might have been just because I was afraid. Like, I was still on my journey, my hot journey, or my heat journey, where I really didn't enjoy hot foods, and like I just thought I would fail miserably. So I was like, dude, I don't want to do this. But over the last couple of years, man, I've definitely delved into the heat, the heat world, and I love hot food, bro. I get curry, from some Indian places around me, some local Indian places, and some Thai places too, and just heat it up, dude. Just get hot, like the hottest of the hot curry, and I'm just freaking dominating it while I'm sweating. So yes, I would absolutely go, dude. I would love. It would be an honor. My boy Sean Evans, yeah. I mean, dude, and like just the way, and like to give a little shout out to what he's been doing. The reason he's popped off so well, and first off, the concept is absolutely genius, right? So I don't know if he was the brainchild behind it, or if his team was the one who suggested it. But at the end of the day, man, like, the team that he has and the research that they do and the questions and the pictures and the things that they bring up on the show of Hot Ones is like it's, dude, they put the work in, and it really is some of the most interesting interviews and questions that are out there. And that's what I strive to do. Hopefully, during my shows, is ask questions that haven't been asked before. And anyways, Sean's just killing it. So
yeah, I mean, I think we take inspo from that, of like asking questions that no one's ever been asked, or just like going deeper on something. It's not so surface
dude,
level.
Just deep dive, bro. Deep dive.
Shout out Cameron for the deeps.
AFK with Ninja. It's AFK with Ninja.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Is it too much at this point?
Oh, T Swift, dude. First off, massive fan. Haven't been to any of her shows. Heard they're iconic. Watched a bunch of it. Of clips and stuff like that. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, you said you don't have a single song downloaded on your Spotify yet. If someone played it, you would know.
No, yeah. Her music is like, it's one of those things where I don't have a single song on her playlist, not because I just don't like, I want to hear a T Swift song. That's kind of like the reason I don't have a lot of her music on my shit. I know like almost every one of her songs by heart. It's hilarious. You hear a song come on the radio and it's just like, I know the song by heart. And I do like her music. It is weird. But the whole Travis Kelce thing, first off, congratulations to them. It looks genuine. She seems super happy, and that's really all I care about in a relationship. Is like at the end of the day, it might be. Like, I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's like NFL publicity. You know, like where they're like, I don't know, like paying her under the table or some shit. It genuinely seems like she's having an incredible time. I think it is too much though with like what they're doing. You know, they're just showing it all the time. I mean, it's every game, you know, it's just like, here's Taylor Swift. Yeah. And, here's a girl that just loves a guy. And I think they're kind of overdoing it just a little bit, Maybe if they show her like once a night, like if she's showing up to a game, that's cool. But they pan over to her like 20 times a game. And it's getting a little ridiculous. At the end of the day, we got to remember this is football. As for the relationship and the couple, man, yeah, super happy for them, and hope that they stay together. Otherwise, she's gonna have a freaking revenge album. 20 songs about Travis, dude. Who knows?
AI written.
Dude, it's the way of the road, bro. It's just the way that it is, dude. It just happens, unless this is something that I tell people too, right? Like if you're in a relationship, it's like, dude, first off, why are you dating that person? The obviously, like, because what happens if you continue to date that person at the end of the day is you what's the next step? It's like you marry that person, right? Like if you guys don't break up, you either spend the rest of your life with that person, or marry them. So it's like, dude, this could be the one. And if it's not, she's got a freaking fire album coming out, and I'll be the first person to download.
Yeah, okay, but you can't get ahead of the Swifties. Come on now.
Yeah, I'll be there, bro. I'll be there when she's writing it, dude.
What does this do for football? Like just the global stars, or what does this do for his career? Do you think?
Dude. So as for like, I mean, this is just a wombo combo. Like, I don't think this does anything for Taylor Swift personally. I think she's I've said this, dude, it's a very bold statement. And I kind of got flamed a little bit on it when I talked about it on my stream. But I also had a lot of people that agreed. Dude, in terms of like an entertainer and how big she is and like the fan base that she has, like, dude, like I feel like she's approaching like Michael Jackson level fame where, dude, like her show, like if she could dance, it'd be over. That's what I keep saying. Because like that was what made, one of the most iconic things about Michael Jackson was obviously he had the most incredible voice in the world, but also like, dude, he was one of the most amazing performers ever. And Taylor Swift, I mean, her shows are incredible. If you've ever been, there's a reason that she sells out these, like 100,000, 60,000 plus stadiums constantly everywhere she goes, wherever she goes. And so can she get any bigger? No, I don't think that's doing anything like that. And I don't think that's the intention for her. But as for the NFL isn't a person. So it always has new like audience that it can reach. And I mean, the NFL it's kind of like Twitch too. It's like, dude, how do you grow? Right? Like, who the heck do you reach out to? How do you get people to come to this platform? Right? Like, how do you gain new people? And the NFL, what they're seeing so far is, okay, well, I mean, and I don't hate this, but like, I mean, they're going after kids. You say it like that, but I mean, they're doing, they did their very first like Toy Story NFL game. And I think that's awesome, by the way. Like, I love that. So like, they're trying to appeal to the young, like the younger generation. I mean, they're not even a generation yet, right? They're just little kids. And then, of course, like the Swifties, like the female audience out there, right? How do you do that? And again, I don't think they're doing this on purpose. It's just happening, which is perfect for them. But, you have millions and millions and, tens of millions of people, Swifties who are now, sometimes, some ironically and some, unintentionally are just getting into the NFL and getting into sports, which is great. I mean, dude, it's a win-win-win, dude. I think it's great across the board. And I mean, dude, for Travis, I mean, this is massive for him in his career. Like, again, I don't think it was the intention, but like, because again, it's something this is super serious to when you're Taylor Swift, like who you date, and if you're gonna date them publicly, like that's you don't just like tweet out, hey, going on a date with this person, right? Because I mean, bro, it's massive. It's massive. It's not as simple. It's not black and white at all, right? Like there are levels to this shit that not a lot of people understand. And the fact that she's supporting him in such a massive way, like if they stay together, even for the next year, like what this does for Travis's career. And I don't think that he's going to try to do this, but like, I mean, he has this opportunity right now where he can just do anything, sell anything. And like, her audience is also probably going to see it. If that, like, it's going to be massive for him. Like, just for an example, first off, his jersey sales. I have no idea if he gets a percentage cut of that, right? But his jersey sales, like, if he does, right? Who knows, right? It's the NFL. He signs a contract. Who knows if he gets percentages of that? But his stuff went up like 700% or something like that, or 300% in sales, just off of them dating, right? Allegedly, and like allegedly dating. Obviously, they are, but it's not like, I guess, they haven't tweeted out and said that they are. Like, that's the kind of power that comes with dating someone who's as famous and global as Taylor Swift. So like Travis, I don't know, they just have to be careful. But I think he will. I think I think he understands the situation that he's in. And I think they both do. And again, at the end of the day, good luck. I always root for love, dude.
Love that.
FK with Ninja.
The Lions, are you hoping that Goff's contract is on lock for the next couple of years or what? Because he's talking the town right now.
Yeah, let's talk Jared Goff. Let's talk Detroit Lions real quick. Everyone knows it's football season. It's fall weather. I'm in absolute heaven right now. Lions are 5-1. They are tied with the best record in the NFL with 4 other teams.
Who would have thought?
And who would have thought? And Stephen A. Smith, who, he's very controversial. He says a lot of things to say things, I think, to get a lot of, people talking, etc. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But I mean, dude, he's gassed up the Lions right now. He has them ranked as their number 1 team in the NFL right now. Fun fact, I'm starting to learn a lot more about the NFL as I watch more and more football throughout the years. But dude, I've had some great takes too, man. And I feel like when you look at all the teams who are 5-1 right now, like besides the Niners, who I definitely think are top 2, if not number 1, like the Detroit Lions are right up there, and it's not particularly close at the moment. You have the Eagles who are 5-1, the Chiefs who are 5-1. And again, I love all these teams, no hating whatsoever. But dude, they don't look nearly as dominant as they should. We're talking about these 2 Super Bowl teams last year. The Eagles, they just aren't really. I mean, every single one of their games, every single one of their wins has been a struggle. It's been super close. They just lost. Like, they're coming off a loss. The Niners coming off a loss. They finally got hit with the freaking. The Niners finally got hit with the injury. Grim Reaper. Like McCaffrey, I think, had a rib injury. And look what happened, bro. They lost to, arguably like not one of the worst teams in the NFL, but they lost to the Browns, dude. So looking at that, man, and then you have the Lions. We've beaten the Chiefs. We've toppled over a bunch of other, great teams. We lost the Seahawks, but they have our number. And here we are sitting 5-1. And I feel like we're one of the most complete teams in the NFL right now on offense and defense. And it's very exciting. I can't believe these words are even coming out of my mouth. It's really one of those situations where I don't want, like, I've always been a fucking Lions fan and trying to gas them up. And now that we're actually in this position where we're 5-1 and we're dominating and we have a chance to not only win our division, but maybe make it into the Super Bowl, I don't want to gas them up too much and be disappointed. So I'm really trying to find this perfect level, rooting for them and believing in them and just not being delusional and being let down. As for our boy Jay Goff, dude, he's like top 3 in every single passing statistic in the NFL right now. And it's scary. I've always been a Goff fan, not necessarily of his football, just in general. I've always liked him. I met him. We were both Rebel athletes back in the day. I met him at the Rebel headquarters in LA. We tossed the ball around a little bit in the parking lot, did a video together. It was really cool. He was super, super dope dude. For him to leave LA, come to Detroit and really just shine and just take this leadership role as a quarterback, and just in a dominating fashion, dude. It's exciting. It's so exciting, man. And he's just, what's crazy is I feel like someone who was his age, where he was kind of already established in the league, like, to develop as much as he's developed and improved as much as he's improved, like over at Detroit, that's what's scary. He's improving at Detroit, which is usually where people's careers die. Like, that just shows that the culture has just changed. And I'm ecstatic. I think he's only going to get better. His arm strength is crazy. He's got like the top, I think he's number 1 accuracy for the long ball in the NFL right now. It's exciting. And Jameson Williams just got like super healthy, and he got his first touchdown of the season, like little 40-yard dime down the field. It's exciting, guys. If you aren't watching the NFL, if you aren't Lions fans, give it a gander. Do me a favor, give it a gander, dude. Tune into one of their games on Sunday. They are so fun to watch.
It's fun to go to a bar now with a jersey and be the only person with a Lions jersey and people dabbing you up because they're like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah,
it's kind of fun.
Dude, we took over the Bucs, man. We took over Tampa Bay. Yeah. Literally, we're away against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there's just a sea of blue jerseys in the freaking stands. And at the end of the game, after we won, literally, like on the way out, there's just "Let's go Lions" chants, like as if we won the Super Bowl. It's it's one of those things where like it's like hop on the train now if you're not an NFL fan or if you don't really have a particular fan, like a fan base, you're not, on one team or the other, and just start keeping the Lions on your radar, tune into some of their games, get a jersey. And because again, everyone looks beautiful in Honolulu blue. I always say that everyone looks better in Honolulu blue, which is the color of their jerseys. So,
well, there's a problem.
What's that?
Is that the jerseys are selling out too fast.
Oh yeah, their jerseys are out.
So they can't. They didn't expect this restock. So it's funny. I said like we went back and forth on email for like a quick second because your brother tweeted something. And I was like, oh, let me like ask. And they're like, we just don't have any jerseys either to give or to sell right now.
Yeah, I went on their website 2 weeks ago to get new because I already have a bunch, but I have a bunch of old ones. I have an Aiden, not an Aiden. I have a Hawkinson jersey. I have a DeAndre Swift jersey. Like I have a lot of jerseys. I have a Stafford jersey. I have a Calvin Johnson jersey, and like none of those guys are on the team anymore. And it's not that I don't. I like wearing the jersey of somebody that's actually active and on the team. And I was like, dude, I need some more. So I try to get like Anteloni. I try to get Penny Sewell. I try to get so many of these jerseys all sold out in like large and XL. It's crazy. Yeah. So
even the kids are sold out. It's pretty hilarious.
Hell yeah. Let's talk embedded streams on Twitch. So for those of you who don't know what an embedded stream is, in a nutshell, you embed the stream, you take a stream, your video, and you just like put it in the background of a website on like a page or something like that. This is a very generic, like wide summary of what it is. So like, let's say you have 5,000 people that are just sitting on a website page. It's kind of like the front page of Twitch is like embedding, right? When you're on the front page, like those people, like you get these viewers that count as viewers, right? Because they have your video open, but they're not actively talking in your chat and they might not even know who you are, right? But they turn on twitch.tv and boom, you're on the front page. So now you have 20,000 viewers because there's just 20,000 people just sitting on the front page of Twitch. So in a nutshell, that's what embedding is. It's on websites. People are on the website. Maybe they pay for it, maybe they don't. And all of a sudden you have thousands of viewers. Now, I'm pretty confident that Twitch has not been able to distinguish between what's an embedded viewer and what's a real viewer in terms of like ad revenue. So you can embed your stream to thousands of people, whether you're paying for it or not. You're finding other ways to do it. And your chat could be dead as a nail. You could have 5 viewers, but your stream is embedding and getting, 3,000 views on the embedded segment side of things. So you still have 3 viewers in your stream, like real live, signed in, logged in on Twitch, but you're just, soaking up all these viewers and rising to the top of the directory, which is a huge problem for a couple of reasons. It really does. It really punishes the smaller streamers who, when you tune into a directory, click on a video game inside of Twitch. Say I go to twitch.tv, I open it up and I go League of Legends, right? Or maybe let's just take another game. Let's take a game that isn't very popular. Let's take, I don't know, like an old COD game or something. And it has like 30,000 viewers of people in it, right? And let's say the top 3 streamers are all just embedding viewers, like, and maybe even a couple more down the line. Then you have a bunch of legit 1,000 viewer people, etc. That's going to take away viewers and people who tune in to go down and find your stream because there now is like levels of people above you that don't deserve it and shouldn't be there. Not to mention if those people are playing ads or they're spamming ads, they're making a boatload of money, wrongfully so, because the people who are, you know what I mean? Like people aren't even watching their stream on those platforms where their streams and viewers are being embedded. Like, so they're just basically milking a bunch of free money from Twitch, taking away viewership, taking away growth and discovery from smaller streamers. It's been a big issue for a long time. There have been people embedding. I want to say there are people that have been embedding since Justin TV. I'm not going to call it a single person or channel because I don't have any concrete evidence. However, you can do some research and there are a lot of people out there that are very open and honest about who they believe is embedding and doing things like this. But at the end of the day, I think Twitch is now noticing it. They're taking it seriously and they're starting to, if not already, removing embedded viewership. I've actually seen viewership kind of go down across a lot of channels recently, like a lot of channels. Some big streamers that you wouldn't expect are losing viewers, and some streamers or some channels and streamers who have had tens of thousands of viewers or thousands of viewers now dropping to like nothing, like completely falling off. So it's incredible that Twitch is finally acting on it, starting to just basically remove the websites or remove the embedded viewership altogether. And I'm on board with it. I completely agree with it. Unless it's like sanctioned by Twitch and done in a legitimate way, it needs to be policed. It needs to be watched and looked at, because it only hurts people, right? There's no benefit whatsoever. It's like cheating. It's like cheating as well. You pay to be embedded on a stream or on a website. You're basically paying for viewership. It's basically like VBot in a sense, which is, again, also not okay and frowned upon in multiple ways. So just, this is me just saying, everyone, or the majority of streamers, we started from the bottom. We built our way up. We built a brand. We took the time to make, really interesting content and unique content to build up our audience, create a community, and get to where we are today. It might be a little bit harder to do that now than it was in the past because, of course, it's very flooded. But dude, it can be done. If you're talented, if you believe, if you work hard enough, and you put the time in, you can do it. You don't need to do these cheap little tactics. And also, at the end of the day, Twitch is looking to police it a lot more. I have no idea if it's going to become a bannable offense, but if they're stopping it before it even happens, it's just not an avenue you want to go down. So I tip my hat to Twitch. They've been doing a lot of things right lately, and I actually think they have a pretty amazing announcement coming up soon. I don't know when this episode is going to be releasing, but I do know they have a big W coming, and in my opinion, it's one of their first W's in a very, very long time. I believe in Dan, and I just think, after the dinner that we had, talking to him, sitting down and listening to him, I really think for the first time in a long time, and this is very weird to say this, but I don't know. He was saying things that felt like Twitch, if that makes sense. I loved that, and I kind of felt that because I'll be honest. I was judging the shit out of him for streaming on the platform. I was like, what is he doing? This guy's the CEO of Twitch. Like, what is he doing? Like, playing the piano, singing for subscribers, like going on live shows and talk shows. And like, I was thinking for a little bit, I was like, dude, this guy is so full of himself, right? He's just trying to, I'm the CEO and I'm going all over the place and I'm doing all this shit. And I was like, that's not how a CEO should act. And then I kind of asked him that in a sense. And he was like, Tyler, I feel like that's exactly what the Twitch CEO should do. And he's like, doesn't that feel like old Twitch? And I thought about it and I was like, holy shit. Like, that's exactly what old Twitch was. Like, no barriers, everyone kind of like feeling like a family, Twitch staff being in everyone's streams, like everyone knowing everybody and feeling that connection to the people who actually make changes. So I can go into this a lot more and maybe I'll talk about this, on another episode more in depth, but big things are coming. Very excited. And again, embedded streams are a massive L. So again, hat off to Twitch for finally taking some action against this.
Hashtag bleed purple.
Yeah, right.
That was such a big thing back then.
It was, dude. It was a dude. People wanted to be associated with Twitch.
It was bleed purple, bleed blue for a while,
then
bleed red. But you already bleed red.
Never.
This is the FK chat room. FK chat room. FK chat room.
This is the best question here, so I'm just gonna jump into the AFK chat room. And
Let's
just
do it.
read you one question because then we have to shoot another one. But what keeps you motivated to stream and entertain others for such a long time? We know you have more than enough in life to retire and never worry about work again. Would just like to know, and I'm sorry I can't, and I don't know your name who sent this question because someone didn't do the screenshot right.
It's tough some days. I think it's tough some days more than others, but like, I still love streaming. I still love entertaining. I always felt like it was it's just what I'm good at. And I also believe that like everybody needs a purpose. I think it's very important for men to have purpose and to work. And for me, like streaming is work, but it's also still fun for me. Like, I still love interacting with my chat. I still love seeing, my mods and my consistent viewers, my concurrent viewers coming in there, building new relationships with people, I still love that. And it's fun to me, dude. And again, I love gaming too. Still, like, very passionate about it. Do it all the time. I'm doing it right now. I'm literally farming Final Fantasy 11 as I record this, per usual. I'm always gaming. I love it. So I think when it stops becoming fun is when I'll stop doing it. And that's how I genuinely feel about it. So I love that I'm still doing what I'm doing right now with like kind of diversifying in podcasts. And, you know, when I went and did all my recordings for like voiceovers and, you know, went on my little Hollywood stint where I went on shows and stuff like that, I still love doing that. And I don't regret anything like that, but I'm always going to be prioritizing streaming.
This is your bread and butter.
And there you have it, folks. We've reached the end of another epic AFK with Ninja episode. If you've enjoyed the journey thus far, please consider leaving a rating, review, and hitting that follow button. We have a ton of incredible guests coming your way, and I want you to be the first to know when a new episode drops. Until next time, catch you soon.